Hi ladies, and welcome back to my channel, Casual Conversations with Alexia. And this channel is dedicated to young women, to inspire young women to stop dating casually and start dating with intention when it comes to advancing your dating life. And the reason I ultimately decided to make this channel is because this is something that I've struggled with. And as a 26-year-old, I could admit that when I first started dating, I was very unintentional with my dating life. And I've struggled because of it. When I started dating, there were a lot of things that I experienced that had I started dating with intention in the first place, I wouldn't have experienced those things. And as you can imagine, I've been through a lot of heartbreak and a lot of sadness when it came to my relationships because I was very unintentional. I didn't know who I wanted, what I wanted out of my relationships, and how to get to where I wanted to be because I didn't know how to be intentional, and I didn't have the right mentors around me to really teach me how to navigate through the dating world. So I decided to be, I would say, a mentor, or, like a big sister or someone to give young ladies advice if you want to advance your dating life. And in this channel, I'll be sharing some of my experiences, some things that I've learned during my dating life, and, even things that I've learned from my current boyfriend. But this is not what this video is about. This video is about a topic that I wanted to share my thoughts on because it's something that I've been seeing a lot often lately on the internet. And the topic is bearing children outside of marriage or outside of wedlock. Like I said before, I've noticed a lot of young women are being baby mothers, women who are getting pregnant or bearing children with their boyfriend or partner without necessarily being committed to each other. Now, in this video, it's probably not surprising coming from a lady or a woman that advocates for intentional dating, but I really do not agree with bearing children outside of wedlock. And in the latter of this video, I will tell you why. When it comes to dating with intention, it's a certain way you have to move. And in my opinion, I just think having children outside of marriage is very unintentional, and it's not going to produce the results that you're looking for. So that's all I wanted to say in my intro. I really do not want this video to be long like my last video. And if you haven't already, please go check it out. I think it's a very informative video. And also, while you're at it, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on all of my social medias, which will be linked in the description area below. But without further ado, let's go ahead right on into this video. So in this video, I will be sharing my opinions of why I don't think it's intentional or it's a good idea to bear children outside of marriage. And the first point that I wanted to make is no one respects the baby mother, not even the man that you decide to have kids with. And a prime example is Miracle Watts. She's literally the epitome of your man do not respect you. A lot of women think that because you have a person's child, the man is obligated to you. The man is supposed to marry you. The man is supposed to commit to you because you've given him one of the most, the most precious gift you could ever give a man, and that's your uterus. A man cannot bear children on his own. He needs a woman to bear his child. And many women think just because you're bearing a man's child, it's going to necessarily make him commit. But that's the mistake of it. A man is not obligated to take care of his child. As wrong as it is the truth. The only person that is really obligated to taking care of that child is the woman, because it came out of her. She has dealt with the pain and all of the emotional trauma that comes with pregnancy. She's the main one that's doing all of the work. And I just feel as though when you bear a man's child without even having him to commit first, it just screams that you do not respect yourself. And I know a lot of women will disagree with me, but in my opinion, it just screams that you just really do not respect yourself. It really says, I don't have respect for myself to wait until this man actually commits to me, for this man to actually prove that he wants to be with me, and then I will bear his child. And within Miracle Watts' video, she admitted that they both wanted marriage, and they both voiced that to each other.
Do you see yourself getting married? Of course. Of course. I better see myself getting married soon. Soon. I have a question. Do y'all think it's disrespectful for a man not to marry a woman after being with her for a certain amount of years if they both agree that, you know, marriage is something that they want? I do. And yeah, we're coming up on that time, but so you better get it together.
But here they are, 3 years later, they have a child, and he hasn't committed to her. He hasn't popped the question. He hasn't given her a ring. He hasn't even given her a promise ring. And obviously that means he do not want to be committed to her, but he likes her enough to bear, or he likes her enough to give her his sperm. And now they have a child together. And that's a trap, because it says, I do not want to commit with you, but I still want you in my life because I have your child. And obviously, like I said before, a man is not obligated to take care of his child. A man can impregnate 20 women and be on his way. And like I said before, it's not right, but you know, it happens. It's just life. And when you don't, when you're not intentional in your relationship, or you don't require a man to do something before you give him the ultimate gift, then that's what a man's going to do. A man is going to do what you allow him to do. That's why a lot of women need to be careful. And if you seriously want to be in a committed relationship, and a serious relationship with a man where you see yourself starting a family with him, and you see yourself going long term with him, do not have his children before marriage, because no one respects no one. Even the man you decide to have kids with do not respect baby mothers. And I'm going to give you another example. Lauren London. And this says society do not care for baby mothers. Okay, here's the scenario. Lauren London has dated Nipsey for a long time. They bared a child together, or children, I'm not sure, but then he passed away, sadly. And now Lauren London is in the court fighting for Nipsey's estate. I'm sure for generational wealth, or just to make sure her son is straight. But the thing is, she did win. She did have a win in the court. Her son gets 5.8 million of Nipsey's estate, but none of that goes to Lauren London, but it goes to their son. And if that doesn't show that society do not care for baby mothers, then I don't know what else you have to see to show that society, no one respects baby mothers. Society respects paperwork. They respect marriage. They respect commitment, because had she been a wife, that money would have been hers and she would have benefited from Nipsey's death. But her son did. Being a baby mother holds no weight. There's no security in being a baby mother. So yeah, if you want to be intentional, wait to bear children. Wait to give this man, or give the man you're interested in going long term with, wait to give him one of the precious gifts a woman could give a man, which is a child, because now that man can have a legacy of his own. Wait, I'm telling you, wait. I could have easily been a single mother, because during my time of dating unintentionally, of course, I was running into, I wasn't running into the man that I knew I deserved to be with. Obviously, they were unintentional as well. They didn't even know what they wanted to eat the next day. They didn't even have goals or plans. But we were sexually active. And, with being sexually active, you could obviously get pregnant and have kids. So I could have been a statistic, and I could have been a single mother. But that's not what I wanted out of my life. I did not want to deal with that struggle of not having a village, because you need a village when it comes to raising kids. And you want to, obviously, I wanted my children to have a father. I didn't want my children's father walking out on them and, them having to deal with that growing up. I didn't want that for my children. I wanted my children to live a better life. I wanted my children to be at an advantage. And that leads up to my second point. A lot of women think because they're raising children alone, they're doing it by themselves, they don't have a village, they don't have help, they're more respected than the woman who has help, or have that village, or have that baby's father in their lives. And I know I might get hate for this, but just because you're doing it alone doesn't mean you're more respectable. It means that you've decided to take on that responsibility of having a baby and taking care of a baby that you knew your partner didn't want no involvement with. A prime example is Jasmine Cheevis.
My baby daddy is 600 Reezy.
Like, it's a lot of speculations about who is the real dad.
I played in y'all face for 9 months. I planned to play in y'all face. And y'all are so gullible, and I love that for y'all because y'all just believe anything that I say. Just wanted a peaceful pregnancy. And I knew what came along with the person who my baby daddy is. I knew that shit was just going to come with a lot of trolling on social media, and I knew I wasn't in the right mindset. I really just wanted a peaceful pregnancy, honestly.
Right.
So, now that Blaze is here, 2 months in, y'all see my baby living good. Y'all see we don't even need no dad. Oh, Blaze said he don't even want to talk about this.
It just makes me so sad because she's running around here on the internet basically like, oh, my baby's gonna be straight just because he don't have his dad in his life and blah blah blah, this and that and the third. And it's like, do you know how much of a disadvantage your child has because he doesn't have his father in his life? Women are just so unintentional, and they're doing stuff and do not know the effects that it could have on their baby. And it's because women do not know what men are. They do not know what men's purpose in society is. And if you don't know, a man's purpose in society to a woman, period, a man's purpose, period, is to provide structure. And if you don't believe me, look out the window, look in society and look at the buildings, look at the infrastructure. Do you think women are out there building buildings and painting the streets and making the world and your surrounding and your environment pretty? Do you think women are doing that? Women do not have that capacity to do that. Women will faint at even their nails being broken. Do you think women are going to get out there and do that type of work? No. Women are incapable of doing that type of work because we do not have testosterone. We do not have the strength. We do not have that mental stability to do hard labor. We're not meant for infrastructure. We're not meant for that. Men are. So when you're boasting about your baby's still going to be straight even without a father, your baby don't have structure, period. No one, like I said, no one respects women. And you could see, because when you're raising children, do you think your children is more listening to your mom or your dad? Women are not scary, but men are. And that's why children listen or have a propensity to listen more to their fathers. Men's purpose in life is to provide structure. And here are some statistics to prove my point. One statistic, and you can look this up on Google. This is Googleable information. Girls that grow up in a fatherless home are 6 times more susceptible for teenage pregnancy. 6 times more susceptible for teenage pregnancy. And that's because she do not have the protection of her father. She do not have that structure that she needs to have that self-esteem, to say that I am more than my body. They're more exposed. They're more vulnerable. And without a man in her life, she's at a disadvantage. She's more susceptible for teenage pregnancy. She's having sex before she really even knows what she's doing. A mother is a nurturer. A mother do not know everything that goes on in their daughter's life. A mother is not going to discipline her daughter how her father's going to discipline her. So he could instill, self-respect in her. So she's not just giving her body away to various men so freely. And another statistic that I found out, or some more information to further prove my point. Children from single parent families are more likely to use drugs, join gangs, be expelled from school, and become juvenile murderers. One study found that 72% of adolescent murderers and 70% long-term prison inmates come from fatherless homes. So while Jasmine is boasting and bragging about financially supporting and providing for her son, even though he doesn't have a father in his life, just know he's more susceptible to go to jail. He's more susceptible to be expelled from school. He's more susceptible to just doing the wrong thing because he don't have that guidance. He do not have that structure that he needs in order to become a man. He do not have that. Women don't know what it takes to become a man, but guess what? Fathers do. Mothers don't. Mothers are nurturers. They're caring. They don't know what a boy needs in order for him to have that support that he needs in order to be a full-grown man. But his father do, and guess what? You just took that away from your son, but you're boasting and bragging about him being financially stable and financially supported. And it's not always about the money. I don't know why in the Black community, Black people are just so keen on money and finance and things of that nature. Life is more than about money. Life is more than about money. It's more important things, far more important things that we need to be thinking about than money. Money is not the answers to all of our problems. Because guess what? You could have money and still be mentally unstable. You could have money and still be traumatized, and you still carrying on that baggage without being healed. Stop thinking about money and start thinking about other things that could actually put your children at an advantage. And having a father in your children's life is an advantage. And the third point that I want to make is you could potentially put your baby at harm. Prime example is the bad baby situation. Now, this is a very, very, very unfortunate, but a lot of women go through these types of things. You guys romanticize these men without actually properly vetting these men. When you romanticize these men, you overlook their flaws and you start doing things based on emotions. Oh, this man is really cute. This man is treating me so well right now. Y'all are having babies in the honeymoon phase, and you haven't even bypassed the honeymoon phase. And when you guys actually get to that phase where you're actually getting to know that person, now you just now figuring out, oh, this man is an abuser. And it's sad because her baby daddy just turned out to be an abuser. Maybe she already knew it and she romanticized him, like I said before, or overlooked his flaws. And now you have a baby that is in that environment. And that man is big compared to her. And she's not able to protect herself against that man. And if she's not able to protect herself, how is she able to protect her baby? How are you women so careless? Oh my gosh. It's just careless. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate, but women needs to start actually logically thinking. I know we're incapable of doing that because we're so emotional and things of that nature, but just be logical a little bit. Stop moving or stop behaving or stop basing your life on your emotions, because your emotions will forever be sporadic. You could be happy one day, then sad the next, then depressed, then happy again. It's all over the place. You cannot base your life around your emotions because it's unstable. And thus, if you're basing your actions and your behaviors on your emotions, your life is unstable. Well, this is why I think you should not bear children out of wedlock, especially if you're a woman that is trying to better her dating life or trying to be intentional in her relationship, so you could have better outcomes and you could actually reach a life where you see yourself married and having a beautiful family and establishing a foundation with one man. This has been weighing heavy on my heart, and I'm so passionate about it because I've been raised in a single parent home. And although I was raised with my father, I didn't have my mom in my life, and that comes with another set of issues. But had I not been raised by my father, I probably wouldn't be here teaching other young women to date with intention. I probably would have been pregnant. I probably would have been another statistic. But I was fortunate enough to have my father in my life to instill self-confidence in me and instill structure in me. So let me know what you guys think about bearing children outside of wedlock. Let me know what you think about the Miracle Watts, Jasmine Chivez, and Bad Baby situation. And just let me know your thoughts on what I said in my video, period. And once again, you can leave your comments in the comment section, and also follow me on all of my social media. Subscribe to my channel because I really do give the best advice that I know about dating with intention and my journey and things of that nature. So if you're interested in content like that, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, and I cannot wait to connect with you all. Bye-bye.